Now this is from the south. Now let's go to the north. In the north we have Kathak, that is from Uttar Pradesh. So this Kathak is originated in the northern India, and here also from the name we understand Kathak, Katha means story. So Kathak is storytelling. Okay, so here the Kathak dancer is a Kathakar who is telling a story to you. So Kathak has evolved during the Bhakti movement. In Kathak mainly the stories are of Lord Krishna. So we know in northern part of India we have Mathura, Dwaraka and all this. So here we say the childhood of Krishna, and we have the Krishna's entire life, we can say, no, it is in the northern side of it. So mainly the stories of Krishna is depicted in Kathak. And Kathak is also found in district Gharanas. There are different Gharanas we have. It is Jaipur Gharana, Banaras Gharana and Lucknow Gharana, which is very famous, we can say. Now in this Kathak, there is a like we know India was invaded by many rulers. So in the northern part, Mughals were dominant, right? So this dance has a little Mughal influence also. So that is the reason in Kathak even now we have Hindustani and Mughalism. So even the style of dance is little different. If you have even seen the costumes, in some it is like the chanya choli, the ghagra, that is the Hindustani part, and then we have this anarkali form of costumes, if you all have seen, that is more Mughal influenced, where in the dance style is also a little influenced. We have in that we have salami, and in Hindustani we give namaskar. That is the difference. And in Kathak main importance is given to the footwork, the movements. So even the gungrus, when initially the dancer learns, only 50, the number of gungrus is there, and then as the complexity increases, when the dancer starts progressing from stage 1, stage 2 to stage 3, the number of that gungrus also changes. Okay, so that is very, and you know, like Pandit Birju Maharaj ji, they are very eminent Kathak dancers. Okay, so that was about Kathak. Now next is Kathakali. Kathakali is from southern part, again it's from Kerala. Okay, now this Kathakali is also story. Katha, again, Kathakali is again storytelling, where a story is told by the dancer, and it is predominantly developed in Hindu temples and monastic schools, where it is also a part of devotion. Okay, so here the communication is through excellent footwork that is used and impressive gestures of hands. The mudras are given a lot of importance, and through mudras they communicate. If you have seen a Kathakali dance, the movement of the eyes, the dancer is trained to move their eyes, and even the mudras which indicate different anything in nature, you know, they show it with if like for example this is a flower, so they show it using their hands. So for that the mudras are given a lot of importance. And it is also complemented with music and vocal performances, and it has intricate and vivid makeup, unique face mask and costumes that is worn by the dancers. Even in Kathakali, no, the costume also talks about the character. Like if you can see here in the photos that I have shown, like there is a feminine part of it also which is dressed differently, and then is a male part. And in male, the green color that is used in the face, and the costume which if it is blue, then it is Lord Krishna that they are showing. And even if you can see, then there is a demonic like face mask that shows a demonic character they are portraying there. So according to the character, the face mask and the makeup also changes in Kathakali. Okay, next is Kuchipudi, which is from Andhra Pradesh. So Kuchipudi is a preeminent Indian dance performance art, and it is said to be originated in Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh. That's how it has this name also, it says. So it is broadly again oriented on Lord Krishna and the traditions of Vaishnavism, that is a follower of Krishna. And the features are here, it is fast-paced footwork. Now, if you just generally see, no, the costume seems to be same for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi, but it is not same. There is slight differences in that also, and even the footwork and the movement also changes. Okay, in Bharatanatyam more you have a straight fixed movement. Even in that, according to the in Bharatanatyam also we have this, like in Kathak we said no gharanas, which is group. In that same way in Bharatanatyam also it is there. and according to that also it will differ, but generally the movements are very sharp, we say. But in Kuchipudi, it is a little more fluid, not lot of fluid, but little more fluid, and it has more foot movements in Kuchipudi. And it is, again here, you use props. If you have seen, there are props used, a plate or a pot. Okay, so that is used here as a prop element, and it adds an extra element of visual and auditory interest to the dance, because a pot filled with water is kept on the head, and with that they balance on the plate and they perform. So that needs a lot of coordination and focus. So that shows the like how good the performer is in handling everything, coordinating it, and still sharing the exact emotions without getting distracted even after using these props. So this is about Kuchipudi, which is from Andhra Pradesh. And here even the makeup is little different than Bharatanatyam. Makeup in the sense the hair, accessories and all. Okay. Next is Manipuri, which is from Manipur. So Manipuri, this originated in the northeastern state of Manipur. And here mainly the Rasa Leela, again it is from the Krishna story. The Rasa Leela part is depicted through this form of dance. It is characterized by its fluid and circular movements, which are said to be inspired by the movements of the celestial beings in the Hindu mythology. That's how the movements are. If you see here, the costume is totally different, right? So when they move around, that costume looks very elegant. The music is played on traditional instruments in the northeastern part, such as the spang and the pina here, and the bansuri, that is the bamboo flute. So these are the instruments accompanied with this dance, Manipuri. And the dancers were colorful. Now compared to the other costumes, here the costume is a little different. Like here the costume is colorful. It has this decorations of intricate embroidery work and mirror work. So this every form of classical dance, the costumes also differ according to from the state that they have originated. So here in Manipuri, it is a little more mirror work and all, which is included in the costume. Now, coming to Mohiniattam, which is from Kerala. Mohiniattam is known for its very feminine, gentle, fluid movements. It has a very slow and very intricate movements in this body, and it is also a part of storytelling only. Mohini, which is feminine form. So Mohini, Attam is dance. Mohini is feminine and Attam is dance. So it is a feminine form of dance. But yes, today it is not just limited to, we cannot say it is only females performing Mohiniattam. Even there are male dancers in Mohiniattam. So there is no stereotyping here. Okay, so here eye movements are given a lot of importance. That is, in every classical dance, the eye movements are given importance. That is why the eyes are highlighted, no? That through the eyes they express a lot. But in Mohiniattam, the eye movements are very gentle, and then here the costume, as it's from Kerala, you may be knowing in Kerala, the white sari, that is a traditional sari, right? Same way the costume is also off-white sari with gold border and then matching blouse, and then ornaments are there, which is traditionally from Kerala. And the theme is around the stories of love. Devotion is there, but with that love, the stories of love are also depicted through this Mohiniattam. And even the beauty of nature is explained through this form of dance. The music played on traditional instruments such as veena, stringed instrument, mridangam, everything is there. Edekya, in Malayalam we say is edekya. It is an additionally added instrument which is used in Mohiniattam. Okay. Many ancient poems are beautifully shown using, in Malayalam poems are also shown using this form of dance. Then next it is Odissi. Odissi is from Odisha. Odissi has its roots in the temple culture of Odisha. And it is known for its graceful movements, intricate footwork, and expressive facial expressions that they have. So here the dancers wear, that long flowing skirt and fitted blouse, as well as a veil that you can see in their head. The jewelry works here, the jewelry that they wear is of gold or silver. Okay, so Odissi is characterized by its use in the poses that they have. Here the poses, that sculpturous poses, and that is called as a bhangis here. And with the help of this movement, these poses, they convey different emotions and meanings. Then the next is Satriya. Satriya is from Assam. Okay, so it is deeply rooted in the culture traditions of Assam. So this is talking more about this. So here the devotion part is there. With that, the story of the people in Assam is also shown through this dance. So here the dancers wear colorful traditional costumes made of silk, decorated with intricate embroidery and mirror work. The music for Satriya dance is typically played on traditional music instruments, and like a barrel shaped drum and all those instruments which I have shown here is used for this dance. And with that, they also use flute and all, which is accompanied with this dance form. This dance is often around the stories from Hindu mythology as well as from their daily life. As I mentioned before, the daily life stories of the people in Assam is shared using this form of dance. Okay. Before we come to folk dances, one thing is which I wanted to tell you all about this dance. When we say no, these all classical dance forms, they are temple dances, or it has a Devadasi parampara we say. So it was performed in the temples and then the courtrooms, and then the dancers were known as Devadasis when they earlier performed. This dance, when originated, it was used as a form of devotion, but as I told you in the story, that is in the origin of dance form, it was created for aesthetic experience of the human beings, so that the human beings enjoy and feel that happiness, and but with that they also learn a lot of values for their life. So that's the importance of our Indian classical dance forms. So with this, we have seen our 8 classical dance forms, and in the coming sessions we'll be exploring more about our folk dances, which is our Lokanritya, where we'll see how we celebrate, we enjoy all our traditions and cultures using our folk dances. So I hope you all are clear about the classical dances, and I would also want you all to go and check the videos and watch the performances so that you can also find out the differences in each form of the traditional dance forms of our country. So we should be very proud of our dance forms and the culture that we have. So do watch the performances, support the artists around, and even you can try learning some of them. That's all. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.